Okay, so if thoughts appear automatically, who is the thinker? That's the question. Let's take a look at the words used in the question so we can answer it precisely and find out what it assumes to be true. If thoughts appear automatically, like we just saw, thoughts arise spontaneously on their own. If that happens, then who is the thinker? Who means a person. So we're automatically assuming that there must be a thinker, there must be a person who thought those thoughts. So the question, again, just to put it, if thoughts appear, again the word appear means that which is not real. Like we saw in the previous exercise, when you become aware of what your next thought is going to be, no thought, because awareness is real. And that which is an appearance cannot appear in the real. When you're established as awareness, a thought cannot not appear. If you become aware of thoughts, if you just witness, stay as the witness, then you can have thoughts, multiple thoughts that come and go. But if you become aware of the thoughts, they stop immediately. So if thoughts appear, again, they are not real because they appear automatically. Who? The questioner or the question assumes that there must be a person, there has to be a person who has thought those thoughts. Now, like I said, I keep saying this all the time, a thing, a thought, and the mind arise and subside simultaneously. You can't have one without the other two. Three of them arise simultaneously. So a thing, its thought. You see a thing, you have its thought, but the mind is inferred only after there is a thing and a thought. It is inferred in the sense that because there is a thought, there must be a mind. See, the word infer means based on facts that we have, based on knowledge that we have, we can assume or come to a decision that this must be true. So I see smoke and I infer there must be fire at the bottom. I can't see the fire, but because there is smoke and I know wherever there is smoke there must be fire, so I say there is a fire there. Why? Because I see smoke rising. I did not see the fire, but I inferred it based on previous experiences that wherever there is smoke, there must be fire. So wherever there is a thought, there must be a mind. And here the questioner is asking, who is the thinker? Because there is a thought, there must be a person behind those thoughts. Now, the mind, like I said, is inferred. A thought and a thing appear and the mind is inferred. Without a thing and a thought, there is no mind. You see, a thing and a thought appear in the mind. The mind does not appear in the thought or the thing. We can't think of the mind. The mind itself is not a thing. But because there is a thought, we infer the mind. Now, the thinker is also inferred after thoughts appear. So if there is a thought, there must be a person, a thinker. Now, this itself is another thought. So the questioner is actually asking, is there a thought inside that thought that appears spontaneously? Is there a person behind those thoughts that appear spontaneously? Is there a thought behind that thought? You see, there is no thing inside a thing. Understand this language that I'm using now. I'll give you many examples. Like, There is the chair that you're sitting on, if you have a chair. There is no chair inside a chair. The chair is made up of parts. It has legs, it has the seat, it has the back, it's made of wood. There is no chair, yet we're calling it a chair. There is no chair inside the chair. If you look inside to see what the chair is made of, there is no thing called a chair inside that. So there is no chair inside a chair. There is no table inside a table. There is no tree inside the tree. It's just made up of roots and trunk and all the different parts. There is no part of the tree that we can call this is the tree. Here we found the part of the tree called the tree. No. Likewise, there is no wall inside a wall. There is no screen inside the screen. There is no sky inside the sky. And this is not a play of words. It is understanding that everything is what it is. There is no inside or outside of it. Likewise, there is no universe inside the universe. And finally, there is no you inside you. There is no you inside you. So the question of a thinker in the thoughts that appear does not arise, because the thinker is another thought. It's an idea that there must be a person behind those spontaneous thoughts. That itself is another thought. So you've just led from one thought to another. You're thinking, not realizing that what you're trying to chase is another thought itself. You're just trying to find out. Anything that you do find out is a thought. But yet you're trying to find out what person is inside the thoughts. There is no person inside a thought. The thought is about a person. The person itself becomes a thought. So, another very good example is the sky and clouds. So the sky is infinite and clouds pass by. So if we take the sky to be awareness, consciousness, and the clouds to be thoughts that arise, pass by and go, and the sky remains untouched. The sky does not intentionally produce clouds. It's not affected by them. It doesn't mean anything to them. But you can't have clouds without the sky. So it's like asking, is there a cloud inside a cloud? Which cloud produced the cloud? The first cloud, the second cloud? No, there is no cloud inside the cloud. When you're trying to find that out, it's like thinking inside a thought. Is there a thought inside the thought? No. Is there a thing inside a thing itself? No. Unless you give the thing a name and a form and a shape. Now it's become a chair. Yes, what is inside the chair? There are legs, there are parts of the chair, and it's made of wood and nails. It has all those things inside it, but the object is a chair. But if we do not mention an object, we're talking about a thing on its own. There is no thing inside a thing. There is no real you inside you. Because you are all that is. So there is no thinker of the thoughts. In that way, the spontaneous thoughts that arise, they arise spontaneously because your body and your mind are reacting to what circumstances are around you. Like we did the exercise earlier, where I was consciously speaking and Those images arose in your mind spontaneously. Okay, we'll leave it at that. If thoughts appear automatically, who is the thinker? The who that the questioner is asking is itself another thought.